Good afternoon, one and all. In this session, we are going to learn about what are components in ReactJS. So, generally, components are basic building blocks for creating the applications in ReactJS. So, technically speaking, a component is a template. The component provides the reusable templates for ReactJS applications. Now, components are classified into two types, that is, functional component and class component. The component is designed generally by using JSX, that is, JavaScript extension. The React.js components can be embedded into a page or can be defined in a module. There are two techniques, embedded technique and module technique. In embedded technique, the component is designed and used in the same page. In module technique, the component is designed in a separate JavaScript file and the component is linked to any page. So to demonstrate the components, I have used the two script files, that is one for Babel and another for React development.js and React DOM development.js. The use of these two scripts will be seen in the latter programs of functional and class components. Babel is a JavaScript compiler that converts the modern JavaScript code so that it can be suitable for all the browsers. So if at all, for example, I am going to define a button, it will directly provide the features of the button. That is, it will display as a regular button. Using this Babel and React development.js and React DOM development.js, these two scripts can be obtained by using the above links. Now, I quickly open my Visual Studio Code. So in my Visual Studio Code, I am going to write the index.html file. First in index.html file, as I mentioned earlier, I am going to add these three scripts. That is React development.js, React DOM development.js and babel.min.js. Now, I am going to mention the script type as text.jsx and I am going to source file as d-react.js shopping src app.js. That is, I am going to navigate from index.html to app.js. I am going to mention my src as like this. Now in this, I am going to mention some of the HTML code in the div tag. I am going to mention that is body BC color, and along with I am going to write certain data, that is welcome to React components. I am going to create a login form. So for this I am going to mention my register and kindly fill the form for registration and label for input of username and label for input for the email, that is input type equal to text, placeholder equal to enter, email, name, ID as required fields. Now coming to the password and also repeated password also. After all these values, I am going to mention button class name is equal to btn primary. Let me say as primary, and let me say btn block login. So before going to this, I am also going to install the Bootstrap also. So Bootstrap provides an additional features for any website. So the Bootstrap package is also going to be installed in the React.js. So in order to install the Bootstrap, we are going to use the command npm install bootstrap. That is, here I am going to type here npm install bootstrap. So using this command, I am going to install all the features of Bootstrap. Now, I am going to open the app.js. So in the app.js, I am going to use a constant word called that is title text, which I am going to be returned as a default. Now here I am going to print a message called welcome to React components and getting the document dot element by ID as a root value. Now I open my terminal and I am going to close this one and I am going to restart this one. So here I am going to type npm start. So when I select the start button, mean npm start, the server is going to be started and the page is displayed, that is welcome to React.js component. So here I am going to use the register username, email, password and repeat password. I am going to use this login button. So this is a basic example of components in React.js. In the next class, we are going to learn what are functional components and what are class components in React.js. Thank you.